Hey guys, it's Ian with Motorcycling, and I have a disc golf video for you today. Sorry I haven't posted disc golf videos in a while. I've been doing a lot of working out my camera views and angles, trying to get the hang of using it. One of the videos I did show you that I bought a GoPro to do some motovlogs and disc golf vlogs. So this will be my first disc golf vlog. This one's going to be on the course, and I've always wanted to get a camera to record myself so that I can look at my form and technique and work on many aspects of my disc golf game. So I finally have a camera, as you can see, and then I finally have a GoPro. The reason why is I want to show different views, different angles, and the main reason is in case one camera misses the shot, I have another camera to do this thing, and that actually did work out. The reason why I'm posting this on YouTube is because I just want to share this. Anybody who's started playing disc golf knows there's so many failures, and I have a lot of failures to show you guys. And another reason is I want to see my progression throughout the summer. This is the first summer that I'm going to be really serious about disc golf. I've been playing for 6 years, but it's really just casual, on and off. I've been in college and working my butt off. So time for disc golf is really tiny. But now I'm only working, and so I have a lot more time for my hobbies, and I'm going to make disc golf way more serious this year. So I'm going to post these videos, share it with you guys. Any questions about any of my failures, I have no problem sharing that with you. Any tips, advice, definitely leave in the comments, and I will take that into account in everything I do from now on. Actually, I've always taken tips and advice into account, and I learn the best if I put these tips and advice into implementation out on the field. So that's how I learn. It's not that I don't listen to you, I do. It's just I can't understand it until I start doing it myself. So anyways, without me rambling anymore, let's go watch some disc golf. Alright, hey guys, it's Ian with Motorcycling, and guess what? It's going to be my first disc golf vlog, DG vlog is what I'm going to call it. I hope you guys can hear me, the microphone's over here somewhere. I'm testing out my microphone, and I'm at the 9-hole course in Silver Lake, Wisconsin. It's called the Red Fox Disc Golf Course. The signs are not up, so I don't know how long these holes are. They're pretty short, it's a pretty short 9-holer. But the reason why I'm here is my first vlog. I have my GoPro on. So you guys can see the angle from on top of my head. I'm going to play this whole 9-hole course with 2 putters. The Pro D Challenger and the Classic Soft Judge. 2 weeks ago I played a doubles round with some subscriber and some of his buddies. Didn't do so hot, so I got to practice. So I told you guys that I was buying some equipment to do some vlogs. I've always wanted a camera to see how I'm doing. And I finally have a chance to own camera equipment like that one that you're watching through right now, and my GoPro. So I'm going to see how, I'm going to keep track of how I do throughout the season, and then I figure I share it with you guys, and then maybe you guys can help me critique my form and everything else pretty much that I need to work on. So what we're going to do is I'm going to work on my form and my putting. My form and my putting are the 2 most important things for me right now. Is the 2 aspects of the game that I'm lacking horribly. So my judge is going to be my putter. I used to putt with magnets. I'm trying this out this summer, so what I'm going to do is going to putt all summer with the judge, and then I'm still going to approach with the Pro D Challenger unless I see that the judge is good in every aspect, and I might switch that to approaching. I don't know yet. But right now my Pro D Challenger is going to be my driving putter. So we're going to get started. I'm going to turn on my GoPro, and this is the first drive. Let me show you the basket. It's pretty short. You can probably see it in the view here. You can see it right over there, right there. All right, so let's take a look at this drive. It's a little windy out, but I'm gonna turn on my GoPro, and we're gonna try this with my driving putter, Pro D Challenger. And I'm gonna try to do commentary as I do this. So here we go. Trying to throw it just with a little hyzer, and that looks like it's parked. It's a very short hole. I think it's like 160 feet or something downhill. All right, let's go to the hole. All right, looks like this is where I've landed on hole number 1. Pretty straightforward shot. Just do a little bit of a hyzer low. And it looks like I've birdied that hole. Little downhill, not too bad of a shot. I'm pretty sure most of you would make that shot. All right, so now we're hole number 2 from the tee box. I want to try and show you where the basket is. It's right there next to the end of my finger, right there. I think this is about 200 and something hole. I'm not sure, like I said, the tee boxes, the tee sides are not in. But I'm going to try to get this putter over there as far as I can. All right, my GoPro is on. Again, driving putter is a Pro D Challenger. And I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to rip it off the box here. I won't take many steps because, like I said, I'm trying to work on my form. Whew. Here we go. I'm going to throw this on a hyzer, a slight hyzer, and see if it'll flip off for me. And it just snuck past that tree. And had a little approach or a putt from there. Almost hit that tree, so that was pretty close. Slight hyzer, it flipped up just a tiny bit, but then it hyzered out really quick. All right, let's go to the green. If not, I can just try and approach. But on an uphill putt, I'm going to try just to do a safe putt here. So here we go. Up, hyzered out a little bit too quick. It's okay, we're going to try and go for par on that one. And I'm going to try and par this. Wish me luck. There is a slight headwind coming towards me, but let's try to put it in. Yep, that's the win for you. But obviously I'm not experienced enough with this putter, so I bogeyed that hole, and that puts me at even for after 2 holes. Not so good. Let's try to get it back, the stroke back on the next hole. All right, we are at hole number 3. This is straight downhill. I think it's about an 80-foot drop, but the basket is all the way down there, as you can see. All right, now let's see if I can hit that or even come close to it with my driving putter. All right, driving putter again, still a Challenger. I have to put a slight ante on this. Hopefully it doesn't hyzer out quick. Let's see what happens. So this hole is kind of a straight shot, but I have a tree right there with some branches sticking out to try and go around with my putter. So I'm going to try and throw it high. Hopefully the wind out there isn't bad. Here we go. I definitely grip locked that, but the putter kept going. So a little bit of grip lock. I'm not going to throw this putter because it's my putting putter. But that was, I got lucky and got through all those branches. So let's go down there and do an approach. So as I'm making down the hill from hole number 3 tee box, there is a lot of wind down here. And I think because I threw my Challenger on an hyzer, the wind, it's a crosswind from right to left. So I think it pushed the disc down a lot quicker than I would like for it to do. So anyways, I'm at the approach right now. Let me set up my camera here and see if we can approach this without making this hole worse than it can be. All right, so let's go take a look and see if I can do this approach right now. Put my lie right there, and let's just try to put this by the basket. Slow hyzer in, and the crosswind should push it towards the basket, and it did. This is where the Challenger has landed from a hyzer, slight hyzer shot with a crosswind, and blew it towards the basket. So that's a tap in par for number 3. I'm still at even. Let's see if we can try and gain that stroke back from last time. Let's go on to number 4. All right, we are at number 4. This is an uphill shot. Number 3 was on your right-hand side going down. So now we're going back uphill. It's hard to see the basket. Basically, the basket is in this, behind all these trees over here. So it's just kind of an anhyzer shot, but it's uphill. So I'm going to try and do that with my putter. Let's see how far I can go. What I'm going to try and do here is just get this putter up above the hill so I can get an approach shot towards the basket and try to get my par. I obviously don't have the power to get this disc as high as most people would. So here we go. I'm gonna just try and throw it right up there. I'm just gonna throw it flat. Hopefully you'll, I'm gonna try actually a slight anhyzer here. So we're just gonna see this. And trying to get up the hill. It's up the hill. Not as much power as I would like to put on there, so I should have done a little bit more reach back, but it's my, first practice vlog, so I'm gonna go up there and try and approach and see if I can get my par. As far as I would like to, but let's just try to put this putter right over there. I do have a crosswind this time. It's from left to right, so hopefully you can see the disc flying in the frame here. Here we go. Definitely grip lock that, unfortunately. All right, here we're at the green. The Challenger has popped out of these branches. There's a kind of a slight crosswind again, swirling around in this green. Let me see if I can try to put it up here. I just tickled the chains on that one, so that's not good. Gotta walk over here and try and finish this hole strong here. This is not a good day so far, huh? For putting. This is what I was telling you. Gotta work on my putts. So here we go for bogey. Okay. Bogey it is. Now I am 1 over. Instead of trying to win or gain a stroke back, I end up adding a stroke after the hole number 2 and 4. So let's chug along. This is the hole number 5. So you can see the basket. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see where the tee box is. And this is what it looks like from the tee box. I'm going to throw my Challenger a hyzer shot, and we'll see how this works. This shot I think is about 230, 250. I'm not really sure, but there's a crosswind still. Actually, there's kind of a headwind. I'm going to try and throw it around that tree over there. So here we go. This wind is coming right at me. And that is a hyzer shot, but the wind destabilized it a little bit, flipped up a little bit, flipped up a little bit, and then it started hyzering back in. So it's towards the basket. Let's go take a look at the green. All right, this is me walking towards the green right now of hole number 5. That wind actually kind of did help with me throwing a hyzer on the Challenger there. It snuck right underneath the branch of trees, so whatever that swirl of wind did, it actually helped, and it's parked right next to the basket, maybe about 2 feet. I'm gonna go putt, try and get this birdie here. All right, so our second birdie of the day. I'm back to even. All right, guys, this is hole number 6. Just a straight shot, slight downhill. I want to say about maybe 40, 50 feet downhill, but it's really just flat out after the 40-foot drop. I'm just going to throw my Challenger straight at it and hope for the best. Okay, here we go. Still slight headwind, of course, but I'm going to throw it right at it and see if it will hyzer in for me. Not a big reach back or anything. I'm just going to try and snap the putter at it. And I think that wind is carrying that disc a lot farther than I would like for it to do. So yeah, I might have a little tough putt coming out of those woodsy area, but let's go down there and take a look at the green. All right, we are now at the green. You can see my white Challenger is kind of in the woods here. I'm going to try coming out of the woods with this putt and trying to go at it here. Strata putt, not my strongest suit, but let's try this. All right. Oh, that hyzer a little bit more than I wanted. All right, let's go back and try to put it in from the other side. The wood trying to go for 3 on this. Okay, 3, still at 3. Still can't get that 1 stroke that I lost in hole number 2 back. So let's go try number 7. All right, folks, this is hole number 7. And zoom back, there's the tee box. And again, this is pretty much a straightforward shot, nothing fancy. This is how I practice my use of my putters, my form and my approaches. So here's number 7, straight headwind. I want to say about 15 miles an hour. I'm going to throw this putter flat, this Challenger, and let me turn on my GoPro here. There we go. And let's see how I can, how close I can to the basket I can put with this. I'm not going to do run up, nothing of a pull or anything or reach back, just straight up, 1 or 2 steps, and then rip it. I released it way too early on that one, so now I'm going to have a tough putt on that. Sorry about that, guys. That was a terrible tee shot of a putter. All right, folks, here at the green of number 7. My putter is really buried in these twigs here, so I'm going to try to get in here without ruining my GoPro and myself. Well, more my GoPro than anything. I've gotten scratches and thorns bit before. I'm just going to try and lay this up so that I can get a better shot at this basket, because this is just asking for trouble if I don't get out. All right, so we're good. Sometimes it's just better for me to get a par than try and make something out of nothing, almost. All right, so I'm going to the basket now. I'm going to go for my par and just try to get a birdie in the next hole. All right, you guys will notice that number 8, the basket is right to your left, right there. And now I'm going to zoom back in so you can see the tee box. And so you guys know where you're looking at. Just going to throw my putter at a slight hyzer around that tree on the end. That's the tree that's the most to the middle. So let's see if this will work. What I'm going to do is try and throw it flat and pray that it hyzers in after the tree. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. Again, nothing of reach back, just 1 or 2 steps and pull. And it hyzered before the tree, but it still got to the basket, so I think I will take that. We're at the number 8 green. This is where the Challenger has landed. It hyzered around that middle tree before reaching the middle tree, and it went on the inside. So this is where it landed. Let's try and let's see if I can birdie this. Okay, so we got a stroke back, so now we are 1 under. Let's see if we can par number 9 and get a good run out of this. All right, folks, this is number 9. The basket is actually tucked in these bushes, tucked behind these bushes right here. But here's a look from the tee box. And there's a look from the tee box. It's a little slight uphill. The green is pretty, it's plenty of room up there, but I don't know if I can get my putter up there. But again, this is for me to practice and try to snap my putters up there. So let's see how far I can get my putter. I am going to try and do more of a reach back on this shot than my normal control pull. So I'm going to try and do this without turning over my putter. So I am going to rip it on a hyzer. So that is a rip on the hyzer. I am going to try and do more of a reach back on this shot than my normal control pull. So I'm going to try and do this without turning over my putter. So I am going to rip it on a hyzer. so that is a rip on the hyzer. I was afraid of going inside too much because the trees on the bushes on the right, I mean on the left, are pretty scary when it's full of leaves. Anyway, so that's my rip of the hyzer shot. A little bit more reach back than the other shots because it is uphill. It's a little bit farther, but my disc is up there. Hopefully I can get to see the basket from there. Let's go to the green. All right, we're at the green here. You can see where my disc is landed. There's this little bush in the way. Makes it very hard to putt. So I'm gonna try and do a straddle putt this side. Let me see which side would work. I'm gonna try this side because this is really tall right here. So I'm gonna try this side straddle putt. Again, it landed a good spot, but there's this little bush in the way right here. So straddle putt is not my strong suit, like I said earlier, but I'm gonna try to get this in. It did work out very well. So let's see if I can par this. Put my Challenger down and see if I could par this. Okay, par it is for number 9. That puts me a total score of 1 under after 9 holes, this short little 9-holer, using 2 putters. Driving putter of Pro D Challenger, and a putter of Judge. Classic blend. All right, this is Team with Motorcycling. I hope you guys enjoyed that vlog, and I will see you next time.